Imagine walking past an abandoned mall late at night. The parking lot is empty. The stores are boarded up. No cars, no people, no sound. And then the lights turn on. Not one or two. Entire sections of the mall light up like it's still open for business. This isn't a movie scene. This is a real place people have been talking about for years. And no one can fully explain why it keeps happening. This mall was built in the late 1980s, back when shopping malls were the heart of the city. Families came here every weekend. Teenagers spent hours in the food court. During holidays, the place was packed wall to wall. But like many malls, it slowly died. Online shopping took over. Big stores shut down. Smaller shops followed. And eventually, the mall closed its doors for good. Officially, it's been abandoned for years. No staff, no maintenance, no active power contract. Which is exactly why what happens next doesn't make sense. Locals started noticing something strange late at night. People driving past would see lights glowing inside the building, hallways lit up, storefronts illuminated, even the old food court lights turning on. At first, everyone assumed there was a simple explanation. Maybe security, maybe renovations, maybe someone forgot to shut something off. But the problem is, none of that checks out. According to city records, the mall has no active tenants, no nighttime security, no scheduled maintenance. And yet, the lights keep turning on. People began watching more closely. Some nights, the mall stays completely dark. Other nights, lights flicker on for hours. And sometimes, only certain sections light up, like someone is choosing where to turn them on. One local described it perfectly. It doesn't look random. It looks intentional. Naturally, the internet got involved. Photos started circulating. Grainy night shots showing glowing windows in an otherwise dead building. Videos showing lights turning on, then shutting off, without a single person in sight. And here's the important part. No one has ever been caught inside when it happens. No silhouettes, no movement, no signs of life. Just light. So people started coming up with theories. The first theory is the obvious one: electricity. Some engineers suggest old wiring could still be connected to nearby power lines. Maybe solar backups. Maybe faulty circuits reacting to temperature changes. But multiple electricians have looked into similar abandoned malls, and they all say the same thing. Even faulty systems don't behave like this. Power doesn't just activate itself on a schedule. Lights don't turn on in patterns. Entire sections don't light up without a power source. Which leads to the second theory. Someone is doing this on purpose. Squatters, urban explorers, secret groups. But that theory has its own problems. There are no signs of forced entry, no trash, no footprints, no sounds. And most importantly, security cameras around the property show no one entering or leaving when the lights turn on. Then comes the theory people don't like to admit out loud, that the building itself is active, not haunted in the movie sense. No ghosts running through hallways, but something called residual energy. The idea that places filled with intense human activity for years can somehow retain it, almost like a memory. People who've gone inside the mall describe a strange feeling. They talk about a low electrical hum even when everything is off, cold spots that appear and disappear, neon signs that flicker for a second, then go dark again. One explorer said, "It felt like the mall was pretending it was still alive." And the lights don't just turn on randomly. On several nights, cameras captured them activating in sequence. One hallway lights up, then the next, then another, almost like a signal, almost like someone is walking through without being seen. That's the part that makes people uncomfortable, because glitches don't behave with structure. But whatever this is, does. Even creepier, some nights the lights only turn on in places that used to be crowded. The food court, the main atrium, the escalators. Places where people used to gather. Places full of memories. The escalators never move, but they glow. And that's what really messes with people. Because it feels less like a malfunction and more like a reminder. As if the mall doesn't know it's been abandoned. Online, the debate hasn't stopped. Some people swear it's all fake. Others think it's a forgotten system nobody understands anymore. And some believe the mall is stuck in a loop, replaying fragments of its past every night. One comment sums it up best. If it was just lights, I wouldn't care. But it feels like the building is awake. And that's the real mystery here. Not whether the lights turn on, but why they turn on the way they do. No official explanation, no confirmed cause, no final answer. Just an empty mall that refuses to stay dark. So the next time you pass an abandoned place at night and see a light glowing where nothing should be alive, ask yourself one question. Is something wrong with the building? Or is it remembering what it used to be? Because some places don't fade quietly. They linger. And sometimes they remind us they're still there.